over, I've been realizing that he has a very, very hot temper.
Now she is trying to decide on whether or not she can change him.
Yeah.
Got cold feet because he's got a hot temper. Have you been through this? Do you have any advice for her?
I would love firsthand advice because every woman is like, things are going to change. He's going to love married life. But what if he doesn't?
And then
like,
it's he's going to be a great father. He's
and
gonna
then what if he
change.
isn't? You know, like then it's almost on your shoulders for bringing kids into this world, being unsure of what their father's temperament is going to be like. Sorry. I don't know one mom that would want to do that to their kids. I'm not saying it's
I don't think
intentional,
anybody
but
wants to do that to their
it
kids.
kind of would be your fault.
Now, Kylie, you just got married how long ago?
I got married last Thursday.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
With being a newlywed, what are your thoughts on this whole thing?
Okay, well, I have been with my husband for 10 years, and he is a father to my 3 boys.
Mm-hmm.
He is a major hothead, and he was a major hothead when I first met him. But I can say that over the time of us being together, we've really grown, and he's really grown to control his anger. His mom, till this day, tells me, like, I don't know what you did to him, but he's a completely different man.
So what did you do?
So it's all about, working in the relationship, really finding the areas where, okay, let's leave it alone. Let's not argue. Let's just, walk away from it, talk about it later, that sort of thing. I feel like he really turned around. I would say 3-4 years ago, it really made a big difference. I guess it's like, especially with guys who are hot-headed, stress is a big issue with that. And so if you can somehow relieve his stress in certain ways, that might help with it too.
I bet you do. I bet you do.
What is wrong
All
with
right.
you?
Hey, so bottom line is, if you had to give some advice, it is work with him. It's worth it. This dude can change.
Did you have any outside help,
Yes.
by the way? Did you have any therapists for him?
Well, I mean, I had my family and his family, and it wasn't always easy, but I stuck it through, and now we're happier than ever.
I love it. Good ending to this. Thank you, Kylie. Really appreciate it. And congratulations on the wedding.
Thank you so much.
welcome.
You guys have a wonderful day.
You
You
too.
too.
Take care. Hey, Kayla, how you feeling?
Doing pretty well.
Thanks for coming on the show. We're doing great, too. Thanks for asking. What do you think about this whole thing on OPP? I mean, what are your first thoughts?
So I have my thoughts and then a personal experience. So
Okay.
my thoughts are communication for sure. Like they need to communicate what's going on, how they're feeling. Kind of like the last person said, it doesn't necessarily have to be during the moment, cool off, whatever. Otherwise, I got along with you, maybe some counseling, marriage counseling, or some other stuff like that. On the more personal note, my mom has told me, actually, she just told me like last week, she used my father's temper to kind of make us scared. Like if we got in trouble, she'd be like, I'll get your father into this.
Yeah.
Knowing that he was a complete pushover, but had all this anger stuff or whatever. So like we would see him blow up and be like, oh, crap, I do not want to have to deal with that when he's mad. But I guess
It
worked for
worked.
us. But it was something, though, too, like, personally, I kind of had a strained relationship with my father because he would get upset while I'm upset.
Yeah.
And it didn't work. But come to find out, as I've gotten older, we're like the same person.
Yeah, but her
Yeah.
tactic was not
Agree.
correct. Like she villainized your dad,
She's a puppeteer, man. She's working from behind the scenes.
Like police officers, they're like, this is what they tell parents, like, stop saying, oh, I'm going to call the police. They're going to come and get you. Because they're like, don't make us into the bad guy when you can't parent right. So in a sense, it was kind of on your mom.
I was going to say, but then, like, when I was younger, not a good relationship with dad. But since I've gotten older, we we've been perfectly fine. Like, I totally understand him now and whatever, because I've gone through my own counseling and whatnot. So, I
Yeah.
mean, we're good. But, yeah, I mean, that is a possibility. Not saying it'll work for her, but
So you're a big
it has
proponent of getting a third party involved. There's nothing wrong with that, to have somebody else see the in the middle, you know, your side, his
Yes.
side. How can we fix this, you know? And I am a big
And-
believer in that too.
sometimes it works with family, but I feel like sometimes too, family will pick a side. So that's why you kind of have to have
Yeah.
a brand new person who doesn't know either side.
Yep.
Well thought out. Hey, thank you. I really appreciate you, Kayla. Have a great morning.
Thanks, you guys too.
Giant knowledge this morning. I feel like we're doing a service.
So I think for Alyssa, maybe I spoke too soon. I think you should propose that, listen, if we're going to get married very soon, I need to feel comfortable in knowing that my future isn't always going to look like this. How can you help me ease my thoughts about this?
And the other thing is, like, if you're in a relationship, find more ways to relieve his stress.
Okay.
That's what we got out of
All
this.
right.
The KCLD Playhouse is powered up by